Good evening, everyone. It's time for your daily Bible verse, and tonight we're going to read Colossians chapter 3, verses 4 through 6. When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature: sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, the wrath of God is coming. So, this is basically Paul saying, who we know wrote Colossians, by the way. He's basically saying, when Christ, who is our life, we're here because of him. We're breathing because of God. Please understand that, guys, and never forget it. Every day is a miracle. And he's saying that you will also appear with him in glory. We are to be representing Christ to the best of our ability. We'll never be fully like him as long as we're down here, but we should always strive to better ourselves and be somewhat close to him. And the problem is there are way too many Christians that are not even the slightest bit Christ-like. And he is saying then, he goes on to say, put to death whatever belongs to your earthly nature. And he says some of those things, which is the sexual immorality, the impurity, anything that makes you not pure, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because greed has you thinking about everything else, your mind is focused on everything else. And it says, because of these, the wrath of God is coming. Guys, largely, if you read some of the Old Testament, you might think in some chapters, well, the Old Testament was a bloodbath. Well, it certainly was. It largely points to why we needed Christ to come and save us, to die for us, because we couldn't keep the Mosaic law that was in the Old Testament. And so, because of that, God sees us through the lens of Jesus, his children now. And the wrath of God that he had in the Old Testament is kind of subsided now at this point. Y'all have a blessed night. Jesus loves you. I love you too, but I could never love you like he does. Talk to you soon.